The mist in the sunlight, a cool blade whispers, come to me now, I'll take you home. I'll find my way back home once again, to be in your arms. You will walk hand in hand free once again. I'm coming home to turn it up.
And hopefully the brain attached to the mouth, right? The brain, more important than the mouth is the brain. The brain is much more important.
He is the brain, and I am the mouth.
That's my inner man fighting the forces of evil. Yeah. That's what it looks like. That's what yours looks like, too. Look at that. Right. Yeah. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about today. welcome to the last day. Well, there you are. What's up? I hope you're doing all right. I hope life is treating you well. Cynthia Albertson, I hope life is treating you well. Kathleen Leila's Winter. King Me 176, Malcolm Clark, TK, Emerald 5. Debbie Karen said, I like the head banging office belt. What? Layla said, no rain in Alabama for the last few weeks. It's hot and dry. Just wait. You're going to be begging for a day when there is no rain. That's how it will be. Let's see. Kathleen W. said, I hear it's going that way soon. Hey, you're going to be so shocked when you see the way it goes. It's not going to be anything that you expected. It could be anything that I expected. Oh, folks, no one knows what's going to happen. Anything. We are all talking out of the rear end and guessing and really only standing on the only sure thing, and it's right here in God's word. And this is what we stand on. Other than that, everything else is BS. And you got to live like that. And you got to live like you don't really care if people believe you or agree with you, because you are confident in your own position. Layla, what's up? Russia. I figured I'd have a little fun with you guys today, show you a few things. But really, I want to show you something that's kind of heartbreaking. I mean, we have to deal with it, and I'm sure you're dealing with it. Trevor Lindsay. Just saying hi to everybody, but while we're getting started here, we can kind of just play around as we will. Let everybody come in. If you want to be healed, do this. What? What are we talking about? You know what we're talking about. And Putin's message. Just wait. Wait till you want to read his message to the world. You got to realize he knows he's the bear. He knows they are the bear. What do you think? That they don't read the book of Revelation? They are devout in their worship. And they see themselves as the judgment hand of God on the world. Kirk Allen said, Russia is more Christ-like than us. It's absolutely true. And they're horrified at us. But anyway, check some of this stuff out. Yeah, hey. Here, hold on, let me get this sound on.
Personal, obviously you don't have to ask.
What a pain in the butt, I want to turn it down for you, so just hold on. I apologize. You need to hear what this guy is saying.
Vaccine, and you notice that.
Gosh, why can't it just stay?
With the help of something, trying to identify something. Personal, obviously you don't have to ask. How many Christian spouses out there, well, your spouse that you was married to, they got the vaccine and you haven't got the vaccine, and you noticed that there was an instant change right away. Not like slight, like acting a little funny, like, my spouse, I didn't know she got the vaccine, but it was just an immense difference. Like I could see just, and it sounds extreme, I'm saying. I've been married to this person 30 plus years. I know her longer than that. I'm 50 years old. So I noticed the intense, just emptiness in her eyes towards me. No empathy. Don't care, like if I said a bad day. Don't want to pray together. Just don't want to be around me. Just the whole list of things. I could write a book. It just broke my heart. And then a little after that, she told me she had the vaccine. So I was just like really hurt. How many of you have experienced the same thing? I'm just kind of curious. If you want, my fellow TikTokers, kind of got like a little bit of help.
Listen to this one.
With it though.
Because I love you. Why do you
Listen to this.
vaccine?
Then what is it?
It is a human trial. It is genetic therapy. It's not a vaccine. It doesn't fall under the category of a vaccine. It's not FDA approved.
Why are you trying to buy me off with it though?
Because I love you. Why do you think I want to buy you off?
I don't want money though. Like,
I know you don't, but I don't know what else to do.
you didn't do this to Michael and Kelsey. They already got it.
Don't you think I know that? Don't you think I know that? Why do you think I'm fucking crazy? Your mother got it. Why do you think I'm fucking crazy? My family is gone. My family is gone. By the end of this flu season, most of you will be dead. What the fuck do you expect me to be?
Okay.
It's not
Or something, trying to identify something.
It's a lot of propaganda being expressed in both directions, and it's not going to be good. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it kills you. It doesn't matter. What if it was absolutely safe? You're still going to take it? Still? Come on. I don't need to show you all this evil stuff. Here, I want you to see this one too. Hold on.
How you use the press this way, how a false story is planted and how you got it published.
Well, for example, in my war, the Angola war that I helped to manage, 1/3 of my staff was propaganda. Ironically, it's called covert action inside the CIA. Outside, that means the violent part. I had propagandists all over the world, principally in London, Kinshasa, and Zambia. We would take stories which we would write and put them in the Zambia Times, and then pull them out and send them to a journalist on our payroll in Europe. But his cover story, you see, would be that he'd gotten them from his stringer in Lusaka, who had gotten them from the Zambia Times. We had the complicity of the government of Zambia, Kenneth Kaunda, if you will, to put these false stories into his newspapers. But after that point, the journalists, Reuters and AFP, the management was not witting of it. Now, our contact man in Europe was. And we pumped just dozens of stories about Cuban atrocities, Cuban rapists. In one case, we had the Cuban rapists caught and tried by the Ovimbundu maidens who had been their victims. And then we ran photographs that made almost every newspaper in the country of the Cubans being executed by the Ovimbundu women who supposedly had been their victims.
These were fake photos?
Oh, absolutely. We didn't know of one single atrocity committed by the Cubans. It was pure, raw, false propaganda to create an illusion of communists, eating babies for breakfast and that sort. Totally false propaganda.
Yeah. Wild. Um, this, ladies and gentlemen, I just, I'm not going to say a word. Just watch.
I want this job, baby. I'm going to change this state. Right. You can't have a healthy America with a sick California. And right now, California's pretty sick. I want this job, baby. I'm going to change this state. Right. You can't have a healthy America with a sick California. And right now, California's pretty sick.
What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Is that insane? Pretty sick, huh? Pretty sick. Hey, the chat, if I watch it, I get all caught up on it into it, and it interrupts the show. So, anyway, yeah. See if I can get this over here. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, please. Hey, it's don't be so uptight. Just take it as it comes. Take it as it comes. I mean, this is
I want this job, baby. I'm going to change this state. Right. You can't have a healthy America with a sick California. And right now, California's pretty sick. I want this job, baby. I'm going to change this state. Right. You can't have a healthy America with a sick California. And right now, California's pretty sick.
The heck is that? It's so weird.
I want this job, baby. I'm going to change this state. Right.
California's pretty sick. These, I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. The elephant, Layla. Yeah, the elephant. Look at the elephant. It's right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Let me find you the next one. Yeah, this guy, this is pretty crazy. Just listen to this, man.
It's coming from the stomach of earth. In the Baruch Hashem. But how do you think he controlled them? No helicopters.
Egypt.
No G5 antennas.
Egypt.
They had technology. Ooh, what technology they had. Because they were already in touch with the extraterrestrial intelligence that people think it's coming from Mars. It's coming from the stomach of Earth. In the stomach of Earth is a whole civilization of unbelievable advanced technology. They look a little bit like us because Adam HaRishon mated with a demon. So they have a little bit of a human, but they look like what people see, aliens. The only difference is they're not coming from Mars. They're coming from inside the Earth. They live there. There's an exit in the North Pole. There's an an entrance in the Antarctica. The pyramids were how they would come up and down. People sometimes see flying sorcerers. Ooh, they had this technology 3,000 years ago. Mm-hmm. And they're not coming from out of space. They're coming from inside of the planet.
You think... I mean, it really is. We're all just, considering something. I mean, we understand that Lucifer is going to show himself very soon. And he's going to show himself. Yeah. And isn't it weird how all the evil in the world is just so bad? I mean, we're going to accept this evil. Not we, not me, people will. And the Bible talks about hell being inside of the earth. Why do we fight that? You know, my mind, he says that, you know, I want to say this is apocalyptic literature. This is not, we're not talking about literal Middle Earth stuff. What if we are? What if we are? I mean, just ask the question, what if? What if like the Renaissance image of the demon, which was a batish? What if inoculation is to be able to exist around a batish people? Renaissance-looking demons, true demons. I mean, we want to say they're not ugly. They don't look like that. Well, what if some of them do? What if the lizard-looking aspect of what you and I have been shown to be aliens is a batish aspect? What if coronavirus is, hey, I know what you know. I watched the news too. I know what they're trying to prove, what's been said. But what if we're getting the virus because they are coming out? What does the book of Revelation say about the locusts, where they come out of the hole? What you just heard, what does the Bible say about these locusts and the angel Lucifer having the key to the abyss and opening it up, and these locusts like thick as a cloud come out? Let's see. One second. Remember this angel. He is thrown to the earth, and his name, Satan, means thrown down one. And there was a war in heaven, Michael and his angels waging war with the dragon. A bat. A dragon has bat features. The dragon and his angels waged war, and they were not strong enough. There was no longer a place found for them in heaven. And the great dragon was thrown down, the serpent of old, who is called the devil and Satan, who deceives the whole world. Christians. He was thrown down to the earth, Satanas, Hasatanas. And his angels were thrown, Satanas, down with him. Then I heard a loud voice in heaven saying, now the salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God and the authority of his Christ have come. For the accuser of our brethren has been thrown down. This is victory. He who accuses them before our God day and night. And they overcame him because of the blood of the Lamb and because of the word of their testimony. And they did not love their life even when faced with death. That's you and I. This is perseverance, the perseverance of the saints. And they overcame him because of the blood of the Lamb. For this reason rejoice, O heaven, and you who dwell in them. Woe to the earth and the sea, because the devil has come down to you, having great wrath, knowing that he only has a short time. And when the dragon saw that he was thrown down to the earth, he persecuted the woman who gave birth to the male child, Israel. But the two wings of the great eagle were given to the woman so that she could fly into the wilderness to her place. It is not Petra, it is America. Listen, you got in your head that Israel is like holy. No. It never has been and never will be. Only through Jesus Christ will it be made holy. The point is a picture of grace. We have Isaac, Jacob, and all these scoundrels of people. And the point is that God loves them no matter what. They deceive the nations. Yeah, every nation does. But we love the Jews because that is an expression of our grace, even though they do what they do. Because other people do what they do. People are just as evil as them. However, not only being hated because of their relationship with God and who they claim to be and who God says they are, but when you do that, when you claim to belong to God, you don't show your ass to the world. You don't kill the world. You let them kill you. That's what Jesus showed. He was the expression of the perfect image of what a man would look like if he was surrendered to God. And it just so happens that Israel is the picture of a man, and that Israel does something. That's why Jacob's name was changed to Israel, one who wrestles with God. And when the dragon saw that was thrown down, he persecuted the woman. And the serpent poured water out like a river out of the mouth of the woman so that he might cause her to be swept away. But the earth helped the woman. And the earth opened its mouth and drank up the river which the dragon poured out of his mouth. This is the triumphant nature of Christianity during the greatest time in America, I believe. So the dragon was enraged with the woman and went out to make war with the rest of her children in other parts of the world where he could get away with it, like in China. He went off to make war with the rest of her children who keep the commandments of God and hold to the testimony of Jesus. And the dragon stood on the sand of the seashore. Then I saw a beast coming out of the sea, having 10 horns and 7 heads, and on his horns were 10 diadems, and on his heads were blasphemous names. This beast is so legalistic. AI, we often talk about what Twitter will allow and what it won't, or what Facebook will allow and what it won't. This is part of the AI. And you got to realize that though they have their meetings in Facebook, like Facebook, Google, and all, and they're called to the Capitol, and they sit in front of the Senate, and they're drilled, yada, 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 Congress, the inquiry, yada, 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 but nothing ever happens, right? Why? Because it is AI. I believe that when they have their meetings, they are not discussing how to censor people more. They are discussing how to control the AI. Yeah. That's the legalistic thing. The spirit of the power of the air, the philosophies that will find themselves into the AI. That's crazy. Right there. That's crazy. Hey, if you have tried Spasm Free, please give me a call. Let me log in really quick. Hold on. One second. Yeah, so if you want to call in. If you have tried Spasm Free, give me a call. 833-927-3786. Someone new, 833-927-3786. I just want to show you this. That, we're going to be pushing. If you, is it possible that someone could be healed from ills and ailments that were thought to be uncurable? It's possible. But I'm not a doctor. I am not a physician, a pharmacist. I can't give you any advice, medical advice. I can only tell you what's been working for me, what's been working for other people. And we have discovered a way to manage. We have discovered how to manage restless leg syndrome, muscle spasms, neuropathy pain. And you should go check it out. Go to getspasmfree.com. We can stop your restless legs and help you manage them. We can stop those nocturnal leg cramps that keep you up all night. We can give you a good night's sleep. You can now manage this stuff with our product called Spasm Free. It's exactly what it's called, Spasm Free, the world's first 100% drug-free muscle spasm and restless leg management system in the world. The world's first. Life without pain. Can you believe it? Is it possible? Right now, if you spend $44.97 or more, you will automatically be entered to win a 10-ounce silver bar at a drawing on July 4th. A drawing at July 4th. Or you can try it free. Just pay shipping and handlings. We have small samples. We have to charge shipping and handling. The management system, we suggest everyone start off with the powder. It has 7 molecules of oxygen. Viruses, we believe, cannot live in oxygen. As you know, 4th grade education. I mean, that's right. That's all. I mean, we learn that stuff. Oxygen in the air. You know that. Anyway, muscles need oxygen to work right. Your brain makes your mouth yawn. This voluntary muscle in our jaw, these become involuntary. Your brain needs oxygen, so you yawn. Well, muscles are doing the same thing. Your leg muscles doing the exact same thing. They're gulping for oxygen. And sitting is the new smoking, right? You sit, you are depriving yourself of oxygen. Go to getspasmfree.com. It'll change your life. It'll change your life. I know many of you suffer with restless leg syndrome. I do. Mine was so bad, felt like popcorn underneath my muscles all night long. Charlie horses like you would not believe. Horrible. Horrible, horrible stuff. Go to getspasmfree.com. Again, spend $44.97. Be entered to win a 10-ounce silver bar. The management system is a regular $46.99, but if you sign up for the monthly subscription, it's $44.97. Save $2. You can also cancel at any time, so it won't hurt you to sign up. Sign up for a subscription and get it monthly. You can also mix and match. If you want 2 powders 1 month, you just got to let me know. Anyway, getspasmfree.com. It'll change your life. I'm not a doctor. I am not a physician. I can't give any medical advice. I know nothing. All I know is that I've learned to stop my own muscle spasms for up to 6 hours. And people are having such incredible results when they put oxygen into their system. You remember the football players standing on the sidelines inhaling oxygen? Why do you think they were doing that? Do you remember in the 90s oxygen bars where you'd have your drink and you would have an oxygen mask on? Why do you think they were doing that? 7 molecules of oxygen. Viruses can't live in it. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. I've also heard from users that herpes is being controlled. I've also heard that shingles are being controlled. I've also heard that brain fog is going away and people are remembering things as far as 50 years back. It's what I've heard. I don't know if it's true, but it's what I've heard. Wink, wink. $44.97 for a subscription. You can cancel it anytime. Regular $46.99. The management system, spasm free. Again, the world's first 100% drug-free muscle spasm and restless leg management system. This is not a cure or a diagnosis for anyone. Only a management system. That's it. You want to be, those of you who have it, I just want to make sure you realize every so often you should taper back, let it kind of clear out of your system and do it again. Do it again. Magnesium glycinate. You won't find that in your medicine cabinet. Magnesium glycinate is not magnesium. It is the glycine of magnesium. Magnesium glycinate. Why don't people talk about it? Because Roundup, glyphosate, replaces glycine in the human body. You can't produce hormones. It's what I've heard, what I've read. Diabetes, muscle development doesn't work right. You need glycine. Magnesium glycinate is the glycine of magnesium. And it will calm your legs down and let you go to sleep. It doesn't stop it, doesn't cure it. It only manages it. Go to getspasmfree.com. It'll change your life. One second, let me get this over here. Thank you for putting that in there, Cynthia Albertson. You're $44.97 for a subscription. Go to getspasmfree.com. You can cancel it anytime. If you've tried Spasm Free and you want to call in and tell everybody, please do so. Please do so. I could line that up, but I figured not. Yeah, Malcolm Clark. They returned it to Cinder, so we had to work something else out. I still haven't gotten it back yet, but, you know. Hey, if it buffers, yeah, that sucks, Malcolm. Man. Yep. All right, check this out. Let me see if I got one more. Oh, yeah. Now, you know, I keep talking about mainstream media, right? And what they say. Well, whose voice is this? Does this sound familiar? Watch. Watch. I'll hit it in just a second. Watch this. What is that? What is that? Watch. Whose voice is it? All right, here, listen.
Affect the Earth and entirety of human consciousness going forward. Well, we need a representative to interface with extraterrestrials. Is our military and our politicians really the best ambassadors for Earth? Dead Sea Scroll fragments found in Israel that point to a previous ambassador for Earth named Enoch. Enoch was the grandfather of Noah and was the first to learn of an impending flood. Is Earth facing a new cataclysmic event? And do we need a new ambassador to warn us? The Pentagon says aliens are real. Are clearly not a threat to humanity's peace, at least from what I can see from the videos released by the Pentagon. It appears that extraterrestrials, aliens, whatever they are observing us. They are studying humankind. How does their existence fit into a religious worldview? The closest representation I can find in my research is this phrase found in the Judeo-Christian literature, watchers and holy ones. And how will their presence affect the earth and entirety of human consciousness going forward?
Yeah. How will it? No, that's not Basovic. That's the Jewish kid. What's his name? You know, he always goes on colleges and he fights with people. You know, what's his name? Ben Shapiro. That's who that is. Yeah, and that's Ben. Yeah, Shapiro. I mean, the fact that they, like, do you realize, I mean, why are people not freaking out over this? Why are people not freaking out? I mean, it's like people are brain dead. The greatest thing in American history is about to be seen. Let's see if I can get this one here for you. Hold on.
And guys, now here's the thing about those last.
All right, this you need to see this one.
F-18 videos. I recently asked the former director of the Advanced Aerial Threat Identification Program at the Pentagon, point blank, are those the only videos that the government has? He said no, those were probably the least compelling videos. And in some videos, you see an object about 50 feet away from the cockpit.
Ooh.
Guys.
Okay, that's crazy.
For 2021, I would say enjoy the process. Find a way to connect with other people.
Who cares? Who cares? You know, I'm not immune to their commercials, so I
We need a
apologize.
representative to interface with extraterrestrials.
Let me pull this over here for you. Hold on. So you say, it's just saber rattling. Let's just read it. London. President Vladimir Putin warned on Wednesday that the coronavirus pandemic has exacerbated pre-existing global problems and imbalances, and that these could deteriorate to a point where there is a fight of all against all. He said, the coronavirus pandemic has become a major challenge to mankind, and it has accelerated structural changes, the preconditions for which were already in place, he said at a virtual meeting of the World Economic Forum. We have every reason to believe that the tensions might be aggravated even further, Putin warned, citing experts that have likened the current state of global affairs to the 1920s and 1930s. What's the date on this? January 27th. I'm going to show you a recent one. So this is back in January, right? Watch. He said the crisis had increased social stratification, populism, right and left-wing radicalism, adding that domestic political processes were becoming more violent. All of this cannot but impact international relations, making them less stable and predictable, he said, according to a translation. Ooh, interesting. In the 20th century, the failure and inability to centrally resolve such issues result in the catastrophic World War II. Of course, nowadays, such a heated conflict is not possible. I hope that it is not possible in principle, because it would mean the end of our civilization. But I would like to reiterate that the situation might develop unpredictably and uncontrollably if we will sit on our hands doing nothing to avoid it. And there is a possibility that we may experience an actual collapse of global development that might result in a fight of all against all. Crazy. Putin, whose appearance at the Davos Agenda Summit was not listed on the pre-conference schedule, added that such a fight would mean not only the destruction of traditional values, but also of fundamental freedoms. A common responsibility today was to avoid such a dystopic future, he added. So, that was January. Check this. If I can get this commercial off the screen. April 20th, 2021. Putin warns West of harsh response if it crosses Russia's red lines. See, I know what people say, that China and all is more of a danger than Russia. China and Russia are together, you goob. But Russia's cool. I mean, Putin is pretty cool. He's got a TikTok channel. That's pretty crazy. He's funny. I mean, funny. President Vladimir Putin warned the West on Wednesday not to cross Russia's red line, saying Moscow would respond swiftly and harshly to any provocations, and those responsible would regret it. At a time of acute crisis in ties of the United States and Europe, with Russian troops massed near Ukraine and opposition leader Alexei Navalny on hunger strike in jail, the Kremlin leader used his State of the Nation speech to project a message of Russian strength and defiance in the face of outside threats. We want good relations and really don't want to burn bridges, Putin told both houses of parliament. But if someone mistakes our good intentions for indifference or weakness and intends to burn down or even blow up these bridges, they should know that Russia's response will be asymmetrical, swift, and sharp. Russia would determine where its red line lay in each specific case, he said, comparing those who attack it to hyenas led by a tiger. Yep. So I wanted to find the one that where he talks about them. I think it was in that one, and maybe I don't want to get in. I don't want to read anymore. But where he says that they are God's hand of judgment on the world. Okay, 5:25 today. Pope unveils green initiative, says predatory attitude toward planet must end. Must end, but yes. How long? When? How long until it ends? How long till it ends? Pope Francis on Tuesday unveiled a green initiative called the Laudato Si Action and said that the world's predatory attitude towards the planet must end. Cardinal Peter Turkson, head of the Vatican's Development Office, announced the initiative at the news conference. Our predatory attitude which makes us feel that we are masters of the planet and resources and authorizes us to make irresponsible use of goods God has given us, the Pope says in a video for the launch. The initiative is a 7-year journey, a 7-year journey that will use our communities committed in different ways to becoming totally sustainable in the spirit of integral ecology. 7 years, according to Pope Francis. The Pope, the platform's goals are to protect the environment and the poor from climate change. They blasphemed God, our predatory attitude, which makes us feel that we are masters of the planet and its resources and authorizes us to make irresponsible use of the goods God has given us. They will blaspheme God, saying that man is doing these things. Turkson said at the Tuesday news conference that the Pope has been invited to the United Nations Climate Change Conference in November and will likely attend, according to Reuters. The Vatican works to be environmentally friendly by recycling most of its trash, getting rid of almost all single-use plastic and making its own composite for the gardens. This is not the Pope's first time speaking out for the environment. We do not have the luxury of waiting for others to step forward or of prioritizing short-term economic benefits. The climate crisis, his quote, the climate crisis requires our decisive action here and now, Pope Francis said in 2020, after calling on Catholics to divest from fossil fuels. Seven-year plan. Right there. 7 years. 7 years. But Sean, you're just a blubbering fool. You know nothing. I don't. Definitely not a doctor. You got to remember, they don't want to kill us all, but they need us to make their products. Who's going to serve them? Remember. Who's going to serve them? They would have to mine for themselves. They don't want to do that. They will keep slaves here. There will be mining slaves, oil refining slaves. Yeah, it's called communism. It's called you go to work in the job that they choose for you. You don't get to pick it. You go do what you're told to do. You don't get to sit home, make your own business, start your own company, write a book, make music. You don't get to do that. Oh, Jessica Renzel, cool. Glad you like it. Glad you like it. Hey, before we go any further, let's just do this really quick. Folks, if you suffer with restless leg syndrome, if you suffer with nocturnal leg cramps, neuropathy, shingles, even herpes and things like that, it is possible that we have found something to manage them. I'm not a doctor. I can't give medical advice. This is not a diagnosis or a cure. It is a management system. The world's first 100% drug-free muscle spasm and restless leg management system. This stuff works immediately. The powder works immediately. You put a teaspoon in a cup, 8 ounces, maybe a little less than 8 ounces of hot water, hot as you can drink it, because the heat of the hot water and the sodium are going to soften the cell. We have 7 molecules of oxygen, and it's possible. Could this stuff heal someone? Question mark? Always a question mark. I'm not a doctor, can't give medical advice. This is not a cure nor a diagnosis. It is 100% drug-free. And with the powder, if you have restless leg syndrome or nocturnal leg cramps, it works immediately. You will get a great night's sleep the first night you have this. Anyway, let's get back to what we're doing. Go to getspasmfree.com, getspasmfree.com, and check it out, because it's $44.97 on the subscription if you get the management system, but you can get the individual jars. You can get a sample, which is free. Just pay shipping and handling. So better than CBD. This is better than CBD. Absolutely drug-free. No traces of any drug. And this is going to work better and faster and more noticeable and change your life. Viruses cannot live in 7 molecules of oxygen. They can't. This compound that we use has 7 molecules of oxygen, and it will change your life. We are the discoverers of this, and we are the world's first. Discover oxygen. Go to getspasmfree.com, the world's first 100% drug-free muscle spasm and restless leg management system. Folks, you can call me also during the day if you have any questions. You can call our little startup on the website. Here, let me show you this. Let me just go over this with you so that you can deal with it correctly. Here is the website. Here is the 833 number. If you have any questions during the day tomorrow, you can call and ask. We are in the office working every day. You can also listen to a testimony right here. And who is this?
Hi, this is Stephanie.
Hey, can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you tried it.
I have tried it for every night for about a week now. I love it.
It's crazy.
I love it. I sleep so good.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Not one leg cramp, nothing.
It's like I'm pinching myself still. I'm like, is it really possible that God gave me this, right? That God gave me something that actually works.
Exactly. I am all in, and I'll be ordering more for sure. I don't want to quit it now because my body's starting to feel better. So
that's I can't live without it.
Can I buy big buckets full of it?
Well, I will tell you a secret that, if you like these jars, like together, they're $44.97. If you buy them separately, they're like $24 a piece, $23 a piece. And,
right.
But you can, if you want both of them to be powder, you can specify that in the instructions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you may not take as many capsules. In fact, if I may be a little if you don't want to answer, you don't have to answer. But the diarrhea.
Yes, it does.
Has it gone away yet?
Yeah. Everything feels.
Isn't that crazy? Good. Did you have diarrhea for a couple of days?
Oh, absolutely.
Is that? And did you see stuff? Did you see stuff that you hadn't seen in a while in that toilet?
Yeah.
I mean,
and I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's almost. But
I'm old and constipated. So.
But it's almost like detox.
Right, and it feels really good.
Yeah, it's almost like detox.
I've noticed that I have a little more energy.
Oh yeah, oxygen.
And it just gets better. So
Oh, that blesses me. That blesses me to hear. That really
Good job.
blesses
And I've
me.
been recommending it to my friends that have aches, joint aches and pains, and saying, you got to go get this. It's not expensive and it's all natural.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. So I am producing a new capsule. We're gonna keep the original, but I'm working with some people, and they're doing some beta testing. They haven't started yet, but I'm trying to see. It's possible I'm going to be working with a football team.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So the issue though is the drink. Like on a football field, you can't drink this hot. I mean, you could, but
no, they'd puke.
And you don't.
I don't know. I grew up in Texas. I know how those football fields are. They would puke.
I don't know if you've tried this cold, but it's disgusting. It is.
I know.
It's disgusting cold. It has to be hot. It has to be hot for it to work.
It was disgusting hot, but I made it, only a little bit of water and just gulped it down like you do maybe an Alka-Seltzer real quick and let out a burp, and I was good to go.
Yeah, I've gotten used to it.
And ate some chocolate, so I'm good.
I've gotten used to it, and like I say, it's like just really, really salty chicken noodle soup. I kind of know exactly how much water to put in it that I like. And that's the thing. You can take this more. You don't have to just take it at night. You don't have to. You can take this whenever you want.
I take it in the morning and at night.
Yeah. Do you take the capsules at all?
I break, dummy me. I should have just bought the powder. But I take the capsules and I just put it in like hot water.
Yep. That's all you need to do.
Whatever. I break them apart.
Yeah. So you
get it going.
So you didn't get the powder. Okay. Yeah. If you're out there and you bought just the capsules, three capsules is a teaspoon. So 3 of them, 3 or 4, you break them up, and that's going to be if you were to have the powder. I mean, the capsules are for the people that cannot handle the taste, but when you take them as a capsule, the delivery system is different and everything is different. It will still keep you from getting spasms, and it'll be deeper, but it's not as fast.
Right. I noticed that the other day because with my injury, my leg was really bothering me. And every time I lay down at night, that's when electrical current goes through it. So
it
stopped instantly.
That's crazy. See, so you have an injury to one of your legs. I remember you asking about that.
Yeah.
So when you have
I was in a motorcycle wreck in '84 and broke it. I had 2 big major breaks, but 42 breaks all in all.
Oh.
Between my knee and my ankle, and just went through years, bone infections, and they were going to cut it off and come to Jesus, I mean, people just coming. I was in a military hospital, and I'm coming from the woodwork to minister to me, and I'm like, my God's got it.
Yeah, that's what's so special about spasm free. I hate to be corny about it, but I mean,
right. I mean,
I don't know how. I don't know how often you've listened to the show, but we've been going through the book of Revelation.
I've been following you for a long time.
So like when we say that, why we say that 7 is God's favorite number.
Yes.
Because that's we study His Word and we know Him and we know that's His favorite number. Well, what you have been ingesting has 7 molecules of oxygen.
Right.
That's really wild. Really wild. And the fact that and hear me, ladies and gentlemen that are listening, a virus can't live in that much oxygen. It cannot.
No, it cannot.
It cannot.
No, it cannot.
And in fact, like I've said, some people have stopped the herpes virus with this. Somebody asked if it was MSM. It will act like that, but it's not that. It's easier to get down, and you don't have to do it as much. MSM. I don't know if you know what MSM is, but it's
I do.
People call bleach drinkers. That's good stuff. It's also illegal, and you can't just get it.
Right.
But it doesn't stop spasming. It doesn't stop. It doesn't put oxygen in the blood. It doesn't do all that. And I really think that the oxygen is actually rejuvenating things in the body.
I believe that. That's how my leg feels. It's better. So it can only keep getting better.
What about the
and
brain?
I like the way I feel.
What about the brain fog?
That's lifted, but I'm also doing hormones because I'm that age. So I don't know. That's yet to be determined.
So this new capsule we're going to develop, it's going to have magnesium citrate in it, which will help with with constipation.
Oh God!
But it's just a little. It's not too much. It's not enough. Like when they take that when you have surgery, they give you tons of it.
Yeah.
That's meant to clean you out.
I know what it is. You can buy it at Walgreens.
But
tastes nasty.
But
it works.
But we're putting these are going to be in capsules, and it's going to be just a tiny bit, and it's going to be in powder form, and it's going to work with all this other stuff. So it's not going to be the same. And the capsules are actually going to have plain glycine in it. And glycine is needed
it's good for your blood sugar.
To make hormones too.
Uh-huh.
Very important.
So
very
it's good
important.
For menopausal women.
Yeah. In fact, I mean, that's kind of like, while you're dealing with menopausal things, when you take spasm free, notice the things that you may have suffered with through menopause and all that before, and see if they're any different.
Yeah,
spasm
I've been
free.
noticing that. Last week, and I'm like, okay.
Because another thing is, I can't speak from experience, but I think menstrual cramps, women are gonna be able to get a little bit of relief from like the ones that have really bad cramps.
Right.
That
I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
but spasm.
No, I'm teasing. I know all about that.
So
but I'm beyond that. For an old woman that's going through all of that, and it has done wonders on my body.
Yeah,
it feels so much better, and I can't say thank you enough.
Hey, my pleasure. I'm just, you don't know how, it's like every time that I hear that stuff, there's like a little lump in my throat because it's just,
Well, it works, and I will definitely be sharing that with all of my friends because we're all of the same age.
Yeah. And because you've used it, you'll be able to tell them what to do.
Absolutely.
Because
they know that I don't take anything, and I'm the naturalist of everybody, so it's like I don't take anything.
But you see, like
I'll take a thyroid pill because I have to. That's it.
A woman, she said that it was a waste of her money. It didn't do anything. That no one should buy it. I'm like, what? I'm like,
I don't believe that.
And I said, well,
I don't believe that.
Did you follow the instructions? But and that's the thing. If somebody doesn't follow the instructions and they just tried whatever, it may not work. I mean,
you can't. It's all mind over matter too. I mean, I firmly believe that if I buy something and I'm interested in it, and I believed in your product because it's natural, and I'm all about that. So it can't hurt me. Right.
It can't hurt you.
Why not? I mean, I've tried all of the other crap they try to sell you.
You know what?
It never works. So
what kills me is the things that like people want to know, like, well, what's in it? You can go to the website and see what's in it, no problem. But they say because my doctor says I can't not to take this. If I take, I can't take this. I can't take this. I can't take this. And I'm like, your doctor's killing you.
Right.
How long you been treated by your doctor how long have you been?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And after the crown virus, how could anybody... I mean, that's the most amazing thing is when people quote like medical stuff to me, telling me what causes restless leg syndrome, what the experts say, and I'm like, really? Really? The experts? Really?
The experts.
Yeah,
My
really.
mother had restless leg. None of those drugs worked for her.
None of them. Yeah.
But she wouldn't listen to me, so.
Yeah.
Like, Mom, just try this. It can't.
Yeah. I think that was enough. You don't need to hear anymore. Go to getspasmfree.com. Thanks for your patience. Mickey B. What is up? Debbie Karen. Deborah Buncher, earthquake in Livingston County. Let's look that up. Andrew Marino says, I think I'll try it. What the hell? Do I have to lose? If it works, that's okay. If it doesn't, then that's okay also. Yeah, Kathleen W., it's, hard for me to say what I think about it, because I know that people got it, I get it. Yeah, somebody said something that I'm not a healer. I'm not a healer at all. I'm not a doctor. I can't give any medical advice. I'm an ignorant fool. But I do have severe muscle spasms and nocturnal leg cramps, and I developed something that takes care of it for me. And it just so happens a lot of people, it works for them too. And yeah, I'm no doctor. Maybe you could develop something on your own, but I developed something. And go to getspasmfree.com and get it. What was I going to say? Mickey B said, talked with my doctor about spasm free today. She said more magnesium is good. Spasm free has the glycine of magnesium in it, which is still good. So it's not magnesium, but it's the glycine of magnesium. Magnesium glycinate. But you should at least try it. Kirk Allen with a why me too, fool. Thank you. Deborah Bunger, let's look that up. Let's look to see where this earthquake is. Must be California. Earthquake. Livingston, California. Magnitude 3.0 earthquake. That was this morning. Check this out, though. That's a magnitude 3.0 at 10:40 this morning on May 21st, 4 days ago. There was one 14 miles from Mammoth Lakes, California. Listen to this. Whoa. Look at this. Look at this. I'll just let you see it. Check this out. Look at this. Look at this right here. Livingston has had 1 earthquake in the past 24 hours, 3 earthquakes in the past 7 days, 16 earthquakes in the past 30 days, 114 earthquakes in the past 365 days. The largest earthquake in Livingston today, 2.3 in Los Banos, California. This week, 2.3. This month, 3.6 Huron, California. This year, 5.8 Lone Pine, California. What the heck? Let me get this on the screen for you. Wow. They're in a line. Look at that line. I mean, just like right. You got one over there. 16 minutes ago, 2.3 magnitude Los Banos. 16 minutes ago. 8 kilometers in depth. 1 day ago, 1.6 magnitude. Bridgemark, California, 8 kilometers in depth. 5 days ago, 1.8 magnitude, 1 kilometer depth when they're shallow. This 1 week, 3.6, 8 kilometers. Huron, California, 1 week ago, Gilroy, 0 kilometers in depth. 1 week ago in Los Banos, 1 week ago, 1.8 magnitude, 0 kilometers in depth. It must have felt crazy. Right at the top. 1 week ago, Mariposa, 2.2, 24 kilometers in depth. Boy, it's getting ready to crack that thing. It's like pulling at the top, pulling at the bottom, pulling in the middle, pulling at the top, pulling at the bottom. Look at that. It goes all the way down to 24 kilometers when all these are 8 and 1 and 0, and that one is 24. What the heck? 2.2. Then 2 weeks ago, 1.5, 7 kilometers. San Martin. 2 weeks ago, 2.4. Mariposa again. 19 kilometers. It's coming up. It's getting closer. 3 weeks ago, Hollister, 7 kilometers. We could go on forever and ever with these guys. Plates are moving. Deborah Wonder says, holy crap, there will be nothing left. Debbie Karen, it seems like it's along that fault line. You know, in fact, let me see something. We're hanging out. We're looking at some interesting things. I mean, you get the point. I think you get the point of everything is that you're going to need a defense against illness. You should look into our product. Russia, it's just not Americans that think that Russia is the bear in the book of Revelation. Russia thinks it. Russia believes they are the bear. They believe that they are the hand of God's judgment. That's crazy to me. Hold on, I'm pulling this up right here. All right, hold on. We're going to look at that fault line. But first, we got to get into the spa. Sorry. There we are. Yeah. I like this one better. Let's go in deep. There we are. This right here slid from here. This here slid over here. So where did they say? Livingston? All right, let's go there. There it is. There it is. Right here. It's that shelf right there. Right there, and then there's this shelf. That's the fault line. Right there. Oh, shoot. See, that's it. It goes all the way up through here. All the way up through here. See it? All the way across here. I'll show you where I used to live really quick. Right here, look at this. Here we're gonna go look at my old house where I used to live in Oregon. That was my view. See, I'm up on this hill. Beautiful home. Right here was where I lived. And I owned all the way down to the bottom here. It's just an acre. But up here, see this right here? This, our house was about 25 feet from our backyard, part of our backyard. We had terraces down here. See if I can get a different look. Hold on. Trying to whip around. Oh well. This is kind of boring anyway. We'll get out of this. Hey, call back whoever just called. Hold on, let me turn it. Hold on. Give me 1 second before you call back. Someone just called, so hold on. One second. Yeah, okay. Give me a call now. Give me a call now, whoever just called. Kelly's always shaking. It's all their fault. That's funny. Yeah, Pelosi's skid mark. That's funny. I'm looking at these while I was on there. Mickey B says Los Banos is my neighbor. It sure seems like that was the fault line. Kimmy says, I think I know. I was north of you. So Kimmy 176, I lived in Vernonia, Oregon, out in the middle of nowhere, up on Louisiana Avenue, OA Hill. I looked out over the valley at the coast range of mountains. Beautiful piece of property I had. Beautiful. Man, I'm glad I got out of there. Man, I'm glad I got out of that place. And I wouldn't be able to do this in Oregon. They'd be showing up at my place, burning my house down while I'm sleeping. Andrew and said, you may be able to spot a carjacking if you go in a little closer. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to get out of here. But hey, go to getspasmfree.com if you suffer with muscle spasms, leg cramps. This is not a cream. It's a drink and capsule, and it works immediately. Here's, maybe we'll see who this is. Who is this?
My name's Lisa. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you? You're on you're not on the computer. You're on my cell phone, but you're up to the microphone. Everyone hears you, so you're good to go.
You know, I think all this stuff is biblical. I think you're right. And my mom and I serious. And I think what's happening is everyone, as the Bible says, you know, come out of her, my people, come out of her. I think all the people are leaving the big cities. And I think this is biblical, you know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It is absolutely biblical. I think in a way that people don't even realize, because they are expecting something different. And because it doesn't look like they thought it would look, they don't believe it. And it's not the case.
Exactly. Right. I think the spirit is moving people because the LA and California are just basically, it's apocalyptic there. You don't even want to go to Los Angeles. It's unbelievable, the homeless situation and the crime. And so the people who can get out are leaving. We moved to Vegas in January, and almost everyone you talk to is either from LA, San Francisco, Seattle, the big cities on the East Coast. And I think it's just like the Bible says, come out of her, my people, go to the wilderness. And they're going to Texas or Tennessee or Las Vegas. And I don't know, I just feel like, you know, it's really stuck. Oh, like only the people. Sorry.
Yeah.
Only the people who really are aware and kind of know. Otherwise, people just say, "Well, I left LA because it's too expensive or too crime ridden or whatever."
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing: you're not going to be able to come out of what's coming. You're not going to be. There's not going to be anywhere to go. It's going to be in every state. It's going to be everywhere. Mark my words.
Yeah. It's everywhere. It's all the states.
Yep. And if it's biblical, it's going to get worse. That's why I say when people say God wins, they don't really understand God, because if God wins, this place is going to burn.
Yeah, and you know, Dutch, he's the guy who does earthquake stuff. He's been saying that the crater over here, that crater is, and like you said, the earthquakes in California. It's just, I really do think we are living in the last days, and that's all I have to say.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for calling. You have a good night.
Thanks for taking my call. You too.
Bye. Yeah. Go to getspasmfree.com. Better than CBD. And we will talk with you tomorrow, chat with you tomorrow, whatever you want to call it. And I'll take you out with a tune. Here, let's take a vote. Do we want heavy or do we want symphonic? Heavy or symphonic? Conglomeration. Oh, you know what, Alan? This reminds me. Who in the audience has seen Gates with his chest? He's out walking and it looks like he's in transition. You know, Gates transition. Who's this?
Sure.
What's up?
Hello?
Hello?
Is this Sean?
It sure is.
Hi, Sean. This is Emerald 5.
Hey! Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there. Okay, so I bought the Spasm Free.
Yeah?
And can I be brutally honest with you?
Uh-oh. It didn't do a thing.
I cannot get past the salty taste.
Yeah,
So what I've done is I ordered the capsules.
Uh-huh.
I just placed the order for the capsules. So I'm going to try those. But the saltiness, oh my goodness. I can't get past that. I'm sorry.
Did you, Did you add more water? Did you try to add more water to it?
Yes, I did. And it's still a little too salty for me.
Yeah, you should, definitely don't get rid of it. Keep it for an emergency, But the capsules, the capsules are for that purpose, for the people that cannot drink it. It's not going to be as fast. It's not going to be as fast. So where we say, like 15 minutes, you still could probably take, do 15 minutes before you go to bed, but it's going to take, like you're not going to feel like your restless legs stop immediately. You're not going to feel your spasms go away immediately. But also, you may meet someone that may be able to handle it. Some people can handle it, like I can do it. I'll do it. Mine's so bad. I'll do it, and I got used to it.
Maybe I'll let my daughter-in-law try it out, see how she likes it.
Yeah, well, she's not going to like it. No one's getting the taste anyway, but it's where,
Thank you, Albertson. Yay, how you doing, girl? Yeah. So, and I want to thank you for the fast turnaround, because from the day I ordered it to the day I received it, 3 days.
Wow, well, that's awesome. Awesome.
3 days turnaround. Thank you so much for that quick shipping. That's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. You should. I know a guy who puts spasm free in his coffee. I can't even imagine, but he does.
Okay, well, I don't do coffee. You know my drink of choice. You probably remember Mountain Dew. Eek. Yeah, so I'm hoping this will help me with that.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. So check it out. So I'm going to deliver you from that right now. You ready?
Yes, please.
It's so funny it's great. It's great. But so Mountain Dew, a lot of sugar in that, don't you think?
Oh, yes, 46 grams in a can. Yeah. I can easily guzzle down a 12-pack a day, if not more. Yeah, it's pathetic and it's pitiful, and I hate what it's done to me, and I want to quit it.
Well, I'm sorry for laughing. I don't mean, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at what it is, and like that is our history together. I remember that though. You remember, like when you first came to the channel, how we would talk about that in chat. That was a long freaking time ago.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know what? I've been hooked on the Mountain Dew since 1998. So
okay.
I've been drinking it every day since.
So what are you afraid of?
My health deteriorating more than what it already is. I mean, I'm obese. I'm not overweight. I am obese. I am a little over 200 pounds and 5 feet tall. So that is way too much.
So, you know what one of the 7 deadly sins are, don't you?
I'm sorry, say again, dear?
Do you know what the 7 deadly sins are? The 7 deadly sins.
My memory.
Well, I'll just tell you, one of them is gluttony.
Oh, yeah.
But it's deadly. When they say deadly, like the 7 deadly sins, like these are the things that will kill you. Like not.
Yeah, I strongly believe this Mountain Dew is killing me slowly. Oh, I believe that very much so.
So you have to find the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
There's something that triggers you to drink it. Like you're running to it. It is replacing something. Do you remember your dreams?
Oh.
Do you remember your dreams at night?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do, yeah.
Do you remember any dream that affected you profoundly?
Yes. It was, let's see. It was...
Wait. Before you tell me.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what it means. The question is, are you ready?
Yes.
Tell me.
Okay. I dreamt, in my dream, I was sound asleep, and...
In your dream, you were sound asleep. In your dream, you were sound asleep. Very important, okay?
Yes. And this female angel-like being, she was dressed in a white dress with a pink sheer robe. And
stop for a minute. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
How much pink is in your house?
Very little.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, and then I felt her lift me up off the bed and embrace me and whisper the words, "I love you." And then she gently put me back on the bed, and I woke up, and just my face and my neck were drenched in perspiration, but the rest of my body was ice cold. I don't understand that part, but
dew.
And so
Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? I said like dew.
No.
Like dew.
Okay.
Like dew.
So,
like Mountain Dew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and this was back in 2003. It's around that time, 2003. This was quite a few years ago.
I'm going to tell you something, and it might scare you. That angel was Mountain Dew.
Okay.
I know that sounds stupid, but the way dreams work, check this out. The way dreams work is that every image, like anybody you see in a dream, no matter who they are your impressions of them, and that's it. They are you. You made them. You put that angel there. You brought her there. Like these are things that your brain is creating as you sleep. Like as you fall asleep, you're thinking of something, and then that makes you think of something, and then that makes you think of something, and then that makes you think of something. And like the psychology game where they show you a ink blotch, and they say, "What's the first thing that comes to your mind?" And you're supposed to really do the first thing. And what it does is it kind of it trains your mind to like the doctor, the person observing you gets to like see your reactions, and your reactions are kind of what's at the surface. Like, so while you're asleep, you're not capable of thinking any deep thoughts. You're like a snake with its head cut off. You are in a state of repair. You have died. You've softly died to be reborn in the morning. You're repairing. You know your body repairs itself. You know that, right? So you're in this state, and your brain is reactionary. It is the most reactionary that it could be. You follow me?
Yes, and what Alan just said, yes, my triglycerides are high up there too. Yeah, he's right on that too. Yeah.
So do you have high blood pressure?
It fluctuates. Sometimes it's low, where to the point I feel like I'm about to pass out, and then sometimes it's sky high. Yeah.
Okay, well, you need to be careful with this because this could make your blood pressure go up, so be careful. But don't be afraid of it. And and I'd also like, if you want to test it, do a little bit at a time. But just don't be afraid of it, but be aware that like it does. Some people have had their blood pressure go up.
Oh, okay. So how many capsules should I take a day when I receive this? Like one a day, or in the morning, or at night?
When you first get it, I would take 3 at night first. I mean, you can take one as soon as you get it. You know, I would like during the day, 1 every so many hours as maintenance, but at night, and it's going to take a while, and I wouldn't continue this. I'd just like slowly try to move to like 1 a day. I mean, 1 or 2, maybe 3 a day throughout the day. So back to your dream.
Okay.
Back to your dream. When we fly, we feel good about things. That's all.
Right.
It means we feel free. It means we feel free. And so you had an angel pick you up, and you had her say, "I love you." You had all this done, right? And I think that it's significant. You felt good about something. You were good. Everything was good. But then I believe the sweat, there was a reason why the rest of you wasn't sweaty. Like dew, like on grass, you know? And, and I think that there is a guilt that is there that won't let you go. Like it won't let you feel good. Because like, even like in your own words, what you've been saying, do you know that addiction, the true, like when you parse out the word addiction, it's add, which is to, like to add to, add, and then diction, like as in dictionary, to say. Addiction means to say. Addiction has to do with speaking. It has to do with thinking something and saying it to yourself over and over and over again. Like say, I hate Mountain Dew.
I hate Mountain Dew. And I hate what it's done to me.
Well, from this point forward, know that every time you drink a Mountain Dew, you are drinking something that you despise. Every time you drink a Mountain Dew from this day forward, it will taste like rot in your mouth. Every time you drink a Mountain Dew from this day forth, it will show you your weight. Every time you drink Mountain Dew from this point forward, you will taste your weight in your mouth. And you will vomit. And you will vomit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
say I will. Say this is it. Say this is going to happen. Say it. This is going to be the case. Say I hate Mountain Dew.
I hate Mountain Dew. I really do. I really do.
And say
you're not forcing me or anything.
And say,
I really do.
but and say out loud that it's going to rot in your mouth. It's going to taste like shit in your mouth. It's going to taste like vomit in your mouth. It's going to taste like mud in your mouth. It's going to taste like cough syrup in your mouth. It's going to be horrible. You're going to be so sensitive to sugar. You're going to hate sugar. You need to stop drinking sugar. Do you drink milk?
With a bowl of cereal.
Stop it. Stop it.
If you call that drinking milk.
Stop it. If you stop ingesting milk, you will lose a pound of mucus and you will be able to start losing weight fast.
Yeah, because I've noticed lately that if a can of Mountain Dew has been sitting for, say, 20, 30 minutes, and I haven't guzzled it down within that time, I can't drink the rest of the can. It has to be chilled to perfection. It's got to be cold. Otherwise, if it's piss warm, forget about it. I can't drink it. I got to dump it right down the sink.
So,
yes, Alan.
I'm thinking. The reason why spasm free tastes so bad to you is because you love sugar.
I'm sorry, say again, dear?
I said the reason why spasm free tastes so bad to you is because you like sugar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I use salt, but it's like the iodized salt, or I have the pink Himalayan salt or something.
Mm-hmm.
Sprinkle it on a piece of chicken or something like that. But
do you eat a lot of sour candy?
It has the whole sour candy. No.
Good.
Mm-mm.
Good.
No.
Good.
No.
Because Mountain Dew has that sourness to it. Doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
It has that little bit of sourness to it.
Yeah, especially when it's warm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. When it's warm, it like hurts like behind my earlobe, and it's like
it's sour. That's the sour. Yep, that's the sour.
Yeah, it's like you just stepped on a lemon or something,
That's what that is. Okay, so all right, so now we're kind of moving into the realm of where I want to go. So, so sour is what the Bible calls strong drink. Strong drink is not just alcohol. Strong drink is something that's going to make your teeth sit on edge. Like, this is right. So, but sour is very significant. Sour, you usually find sour with addiction. Like when addiction is present, there is usually a sour addiction that is used, because the sourness, your love for the sour taste actually is the addiction. It's just the manifestation of the other addiction. you're addicted to something else, is what I'm saying. There's something in your life that you're addicted to. Maybe that it is Mountain Dew, but maybe it's Mountain Dew, but usually the sour addiction is the need for strong drink, the need for strong, like immediate satisfaction. Do you understand what I'm saying? Immediate.
Mm-hmm. Well, at the time that I became hooked on this crap, whatever you want to call it.
Shit. Yeah.
I was going through a very tough time. I was going through a rough, tough divorce at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I became hooked on this.
Can I ask you a very personal question about your weight?
Yeah, sure, shoot.
How much did it change after the divorce?
Oh, a lot.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay, so
I have never been this heavy in all of my life.
Okay, so
I'm about 225, and I've never been, and it's mostly in and around my hips and waist area.
So when did you say you started drinking the Mountain Dew?
1998.
And when was your divorce?
2000. It was filed in 97, late part of 97, and it became final in 2000.
So I believe you're also drinking Mountain Dew to stay in a place of 1998.
Mm-hmm.
That you associate Mountain Dew represents something, and it usually represents the state of when an addiction starts. It was how it started.
Mm-hmm. And trying to co-parent with my ex after 2000. Lord have mercy. That was even rougher than the freaking divorce itself. Oh my. Yeah, it was bad. And I just felt like I was angry all the time because I had to deal with him because we have 3 children.
So in 98, when you started drinking, in 1998, when you started the Mountain Dew, was life okay?
No, because my divorce began the year before.
Oh, I see. It happened in 2000, but it started the year before. So you started.
It became final in 2000.
Okay. I thought, okay.
27 bitter months. Yeah. It was 27 from the time my divorce was filed to the time the decree was signed by the judge. 27 bitter, and I do mean bitter, months. And then after that, when the divorce was finalized, we still had a child, or 2 children rather, under the age of 18 that we still had to co-parent together. And he was unbearable, to say the least, to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's a narcissist on wheels, just put it to you that way.
Right. So back to you, you remember you want to be free of the Mountain Dew stuff. This is a crutch. We got to find out what is the crutch? What is the Alan Thomason on the channel, he says, wear a rubber band around your waist and pop it every time you think about Mountain Dew.
That's a good idea, Alan. Thanks for that recommendation right there. I might just give that a try.
They only, you know, but you have to like, yeah, Alan says get your hormone levels checked, thyroid. Yeah, but your spasm free will take care of that. Spasm free is going to take care of that because of the oxygen. We're going to start moving. You know, again, I'm going to pump this new capsule I'm making that it may be something good for you because we're going to be putting raw glycine in it. And glycine is good for hormones, good for all the thyroid. So, you know, so we'll check that out. And but no matter what you do, you can snap a rubber band on your wrist. You can want to be free of it, but you know, like the most important thing is confession. Like you've got to like say it. Like you got to say that you're a glutton. You're never going to get better until you say the words, "I am a glutton."
I am a glutton. Yes. Yes, I'm a glutton.
And
that's not a good thing.
It's a deadly sin, and meaning it's going to kill you.
Yeah. That's true.
So now when we confess it, you know, that's the whole thing with AA, right? They stand up, they say, "I am an alcoholic." You know, you can't address it if you can't admit it, but you already admitted it. But we didn't hear it called gluttony. And
I've been to a nutritionist, a dietitian, whatever you call it, and I explained my Mountain Dew addiction to him, and he prescribed this type of medication. I forgot the name of it, but whatever it was, it knocked me for a loop. I mean,
yeah, you don't want to. The fact that he would prescribe something, for an addiction like that is ridiculous. Hey, I got something for you to do. Like every time you want to eat, every time you want a Mountain Dew, eat an olive, a green olive.
Okay. And what would that do?
It's very sour. It's gonna slap you in the face.
Not a lemon then.
No, you don't do that.
Not a lemon instead of an olive.
No, olive. Olive is Alan Thompson said yuck. Yeah, yuck. Right, yuck.
Yeah.
See, I think you need to learn to be able to keep something in your mouth that doesn't taste good. Because did you play with dollhouses when you were a child?
Sure.
Did you play with dollhouses when you were a child?
Oh yeah, Barbie. Yeah.
So if so you like everything to taste perfect and be perfect, like a dollhouse, like a doll. You like to dress everything perfect, and if things aren't perfect, you get upset. I'm just saying that's what I call the dollhouse. When the dollhouse shakes, it's dollhouse syndrome. It's everybody has it. We all have it in one form or another. But I think a big part of your life is your taste, like how you think things taste, and that's
and I think the Mountain Dew might have destroyed my palate. What do you think? Do you agree with that?
Maybe. You know, if I were you, I would get a white bowl, and I would put a white bowl, and put a nail and a screw in it, and pour some Mountain Dew in it, and put it outside, and just let it sit there. Just leave it there for a few days and come back and look and just look at it. We'll see what that does. But that Mountain Dew is gluttony. That.
No, Alan. I've moved many times since. Yeah.
If you come to see the Mountain Dew as gluttony, when you step on the scale, see your weight as the Mountain Dew and as gluttony. When you struggle with something mentally and you want to run to Mountain Dew, that's gluttony. When you sit down to eat and you eat more, when you feel full, if you keep eating, that's gluttony. When you eat when you don't need it, that's gluttony. When you eat,
I mean, I drink more Mountain Dew than I do
eat
actual food.
That's that those raw calories. Raw calories. Hey, do you ever make yourself a smoothie?
No.
Do you like chocolate?
Do I like chocolate? Yes.
So did you leave your email on the Spasm Free website when you ordered?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to send you a powder, like a link to a powder that you should buy on Amazon or somewhere, whatever. And
okay.
Do you eat bananas?
Yes.
Okay.
No, Alan. No coffee for me. Tea, but no coffee.
Will you drink almond milk?
I've never tried it.
Okay, you need to try it, but you need to stop the milk. You need to stop the milk. A calf can't live on the milk that you drink. And that milk has glyphosate in it. That's good. That's going to make you want Mountain Dew.
Oh, okay.
The mucus in the milk is going to make you want Mountain Dew. The mucus in the milk is holding the residue of the old Mountain Dews that you've had. And those are trapped in the pockets of your stomach. I'm not a doctor, can't give any medical advice, yada, yada, yada. So when you take the Spasm Free, it's going to give you diarrhea. Let it.
Okay.
Let it.
Okay.
Because it's going to get all that.
Okay, get all that toxins out of me.
The shit. Get the shit out of you. Yeah. And what needs to happen is you need to develop a distaste for Mountain Dew. That shit is killing you. You gotta hear it. You gotta hear death at your door every time you go to put it to your mouth.
It's true. It is slowly killing me. That's very true. I believe that.
So,
Because was it last week? I went out to see my daughter-in-law and my grandson, and she took a picture of me with the baby, and I did not like what I saw of me in that picture. It's like, oh my God, I look like that?
Hey,
yeah.
You're on Facebook, right?
Yes, I am.
You should join. I got a group out there that I rarely update the page. I rarely go to it at all. But it's called The Dieting Mind. Yeah. The Dieting Mind. Like I had a whole dieting program. I had a whole dieting program once. It's called the Dieting Mind. It's about changing the way you think. The way you think. I lost 60 pounds in a short amount of time. And part of it is eating one meal a day.
Thank you, Alan. Yeah.
One meal a day.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's basically what I do. I mean, I just maybe do like, like a larger lunch, like, a chicken breast, with vegetables, carrots or broccoli or something like that. And then maybe a sandwich, a turkey breast sandwich, a small dinner type of thing. And then the rest of the day, it's the dew.
Let me. So why don't you drink coffee?
I never liked coffee. Never. Don't like the taste of coffee, and I don't like the smell of coffee. I mean, sometimes I'll get over dramatic about coffee. If I walk into a local convenience store and they're brewing all the different flavors, I'll have to just hold my breath because I don't like the smell. So I just get what I need and run out the store, and that's it. I just got to get away from it.
Did your dad drink a lot of coffee?
Yes. Yes.
Did you like your dad?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like my dad.
Did your mom drink a lot of coffee?
But I mean, there's been a lot, my family members, they would drink coffee, but they knew if they wanted to come to my house and drink coffee, they'd have to go buy a cup at the local convenience store and keep the lid on it the entire time they're in my house. If they spill it, they gotta go. That was my house rules. So like I said, I get over dramatic about coffee, but I mean, I've got herbal teas. I drink tea,
So, but hold on. Let's back up. Let's go back to that coffee. Did your ex drink coffee?
Yeah.
So I'm a little I'm really interested in your reaction to the smell of coffee. Did anybody? Can I ask you? And you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Has anybody hurt you in life?
Sure.
Has anybody hurt you physically in life?
Oh yes, physically, emotionally.
Was any of them coffee lovers?
Verbally.
Was any of them coffee lovers?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So you that smell you're tying to what they did to you. What they did to you, that's the Mountain Dew, because the Mountain Dew has the caffeine of coffee in it, and you're wanting coffee. You're wanting the caffeine. So you're trying to get the caffeine somehow, but coffee is just off limits, because coffee is this person that hurt you so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. And because my ex knew from the day he met me that I did not like coffee, and just about the entire time we were married, I felt as though he would deliberately and intentionally leave his empty cup of coffee in the sink without washing it out. And then when I go stand by the sink, I get a whiff of however long that cup has been sitting there, 8, 10, 12 hours, whatever, 24. I'm like, somebody better come over here and wash this cup out, because I'm going to throw it in the garbage.
Hey,
There's going to be no more cups in this house.
So check this out. I guarantee you he wasn't doing it to get you. He was a normal man. They don't rinse out anything. Yeah. They leave everything laid around. But again, we're still not at the root issue here of who hurt you that drinks a lot of coffee. Like, you got some issue going on with coffee. Something happened when there was the smell of coffee, and you can't get away from it. And this is what is keeping you drinking Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are two different people. One who abused me physically, and the other one who abused me verbally. So they both drank coffee like fish.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they are. So the smell of coffee is them, and you.
I suppose.
Yeah. And the problem is other people drink coffee so caffeine. So these men were they both men?
Well, one was my ex-husband, and then the other one was my ex-fiance.
Okay.
Because I was about to get married a second time around. Somebody just shoot me. Lord have mercy.
Okay.
I'll have to do it again. Yeah.
Okay, so this is good you're doing that. Thanks for sticking in here with me. So
absolutely. Well, thank you so much for taking the time.
So one of these guys talked about caffeine a lot. One of these guys was one of these guys
Well, let me put it to you this way.
Well, hold on. One of these guys, I'm going to say it first. One of these guys must have worked nights or something, and they used caffeine to stay awake. Could that have been the case?
Well, no, but he drank coffee as much as I drink dew.
So did you ever drink coffee?
I had to have one cup right after the other.
So did you ever drink coffee?
No.
See, I've never had a taste for coffee. I only drink coffee for one reason, and that's to get the caffeine. That's it.
Yeah.
I hate coffee.
I went out to. Yeah, I can't stand it. And one time I went out to dinner with a friend for my birthday, and my friend brought me dessert. It was a tiramisu, a piece of tiramisu. And I was like, oh, this looks so good. Thank you so much for this. And mind you, it was my birthday. I took one bite of it, and it's like, and I'm trying to grab for a napkin real quick, and I'm like, what is this cake made of? And I called the waitress over, and she said, oh, this is made with coffee.
Yeah.
I was so mad at my friend.
I think there's something I feel that there's something further back with coffee. I'm still not buying the two men yet. It goes back further than that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just, I drink tea. I like herbal tea. And I like the strong herbal tea.
Yeah, you like strong drink. You like strong drink.
Mhm. Uh-huh.
And Andrew Marino goes, how much sugar is she putting in the coffee? She doesn't like coffee, Andrew. He's like coming in late. Yeah, she's not the one drinking it. Yeah, so I think that you are using the Mountain Dew as an antidote for your hatred of coffee. And the coffee represents these people that hurt you, and you can't move on. You can't move on because of this Mountain Dew stuff, and you won't. You. Andrew says, "Oops." Let's take all the drama out of it, all of it, and let's just say, let's just say that people aggravate you. In fact, the people that drink coffee aggravate you the most. And that coffee, the smell of it, but caffeine, like you still want caffeine, and that you Alan just wrote something and it kind of threw me for a loop. Read what he read. What's he talking about?
She said I had a sore on it, and the doctor said keep it warm.
I'm not sure I know what he's talking about, but anyway, so if we keep it simple, it could be as simple as you are just gluttonous. You're replacing coffee with the Mountain Dew, and that the coffee smell represents. Did this guy tell you anything about your looks? Like, what happened? Like, I don't want you to tell me the specifics, but something in it has scarred you. Like, there's some reason that you're going to this Mountain Dew and it's making you feel good, feel better. There's something that it's putting the Band-Aid on. It is a salve on something. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe, perhaps my ex-husband never consulted any type of, family decisions with me or anything like that. Where we're going to take the children for summer vacation. He would always decide and never consulted with me until after the fact and said, oh, hey, this is where we're going. This is what we're going to be doing. And many times, many times, I told him, where was I when you decided this? Don't you think you should have consulted with me? Should have been a joint decision, on where we're going to take the kids for summer vacation, whether it be for an entire week or just a weekend outing. I would have liked to have been included in the decision making.
Yeah. I'm not buying that. That's the problem. I'm not buying that is the problem. It's hey, Miss Costa, Mississippi Costa. I'm still like that. What you're telling me is not the problem. That's just you. That's just you being a normal person wanting to be in on it, and that's just him being a jerk. That's not where it's coming from. So, but I think that it's as simple as being depressed over what has happened and moving on, and you got to move on. And but listen to me, Mountain Dew from this taste, from how much Mountain Dew you got? Because it was a waste of money, because you're not going to be able to drink it, because you wasted your money. It's going to taste like vomit in your mouth. It's going to taste thick.
I've only got about a half a case left.
Well, it's going
to be honest, yeah.
It's going to taste thick, and it's going to have chunks in it. It's going to taste like Pepto-Bismol. It's going to.
You're right.
It's going to taste like chlorine water.
I hope you are right.
It's going to taste.
I hope you are right.
It's going to. It's going to become like it is. It needs to be like nasty. It's going to be nasty in your mouth. Hey, if you go drink it at this point, listen. If you go back and drink it at this point, it's because you want to. Bottom line, it's like you said you don't want to. You said you want free of it. If you go do it, it's simply because you want it.
Yeah.
And the reason,
like I said, I hate what it's done to me. It's the reason that I've put on all this weight. And
wait. No. It is not the reason. You are the reason.
Yeah. I need to take ownership, don't I?
Yeah. But that's the confession part. See, yeah, that's the confession part. You know, in fact, like hearing what I've heard of your ex, I don't even need to hear about him anymore. He's not doing it. It's you. But we already dealt with it. It's gluttony. That's all. Like I said, let's just keep it real simple. Real simple. You know, and I think, you know, when you stop drinking Mountain Dew, your taste buds are going to come back to life, and you're going to be able to taste real food and stuff. And you need all that sugar is killing your taste buds. All that stuff is killing your taste buds. Stop that drinking that milk. Start walking. Start walking around the block every day. And drink more water. And I'm gonna send a link to a shake mix, and I'm gonna give you the recipe to a shake. Will you eat a banana? You said yes. I asked you that already, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, good. All right, dear. I think that you may be free of it, and you just don't realize it yet. So you'll realize when you go reach for it. You'll see my face on your next can. Oh, and by the way, usually when this happens, because we've talked like this, usually people like you will go back to Mountain Dew, and you will stay away from the show because I represent what you failed at, and people will stay away from me. So just know, though, I want you to know this, that if for some reason you do stop coming to the show, everyone on here will know that it's because you're drinking Mountain Dew again.
No, you can't get rid of me that easily.
Ah, good.
I'm going to be a pain in the ass.
No. You can't, because I would, yeah, I'm into that. But, listen, sister, in Jesus' name, you're going to be free of this. Are you a Christian?
Yes.
When you get hungry, when you want a Mountain Dew, eat an olive. I'm telling you, eat a green olive. And then open your Bible and read the book of Ephesians in one sitting. Just sit down and read it. But the biggest, in that equation, I would say that your salvation is in the Word of God, but what I'm going to say for real is that your salvation from the Mountain Dew is in that olive. And I don't know if you have any olives. I don't know if you have any olives in your fridge, but if you don't, you need to go out and get them. Because if you do what I'm telling you to do, if you do what I tell you to do exactly as I tell you to do it, you'll stop drinking Mountain Dew. So the first bit of homework is to make sure you have olives, and don't eat one until you want a Mountain Dew. And when you want a Mountain Dew, you're going to go eat an olive. It's going to make you make a face. It might be sour. I mean, it's supposed to be sour because it's going to be a slap in your face.
I don't even like olives, but I'll try it.
Oh, this is not about what you like. You only this is it. See, I've heard you tell me what you like. You only do what you like. You only do what you like. And that's your problem.
Oh, but I'm going to try the olive. I'm going to go to the store tomorrow, and I'm going to go get myself a jar of green olives.
Yep. You know,
unpitted.
You don't want any seeds in them. I like them with you can get them with the cheese in them, or you can get them with a piece of garlic in them. If I were you, I'd get the one with the garlic in the pit. And and I'm not kidding. Treat it like medicine. Like the olive represents freedom from Mountain Dew. And when you put that olive in your mouth, it's going to be so sour, it's going to make you make a face, and it's going to slap the desire for the Mountain Dew out of your mouth and head. But you have to chew that olive, and you have to eat that olive. You have to. Because if you don't, if you don't do it the first time, if you don't follow through the first time, you're going to keep fighting with the Mountain Dew. The first task, this...
Hey, I might even learn to like olives and I'll get hooked on olives then.
But that's okay right now. So we'll deal with that after, because then you'll have sodium issues. But
oh dear. Dear.
But the eating of that first olive, fighting the Mountain Dew, that is the launching task to your success. Like, that is the thing that launches your fight against this. If you don't do that, you won't do it. You must do the launching task.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to do it, that's for sure.
You can't have a Mountain Dew tonight, though. Don't do it. So you're gonna do great. You're gonna do great, and you're gonna talk to me next week after the weekend, and you're gonna tell me that you haven't had a Mountain Dew.
Okay, great. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
And I want you to go weigh yourself tonight, naked. I want you to get naked and weigh yourself. Clothes weigh 10 pounds, 8 pounds. Let me ask you this. Do you how big? Do you have a bathtub, and how big is it?
No, I just have a stand-up stall, like one of those.
Okay.
Stand-up shower stalls.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. Okay, so your homework is to make sure you have olives, and the launching task is to eat a full olive when you want a Mountain Dew. And after that olive, if you still want a Mountain Dew, what are you going to do?
Have another olive.
Have another olive. Exactly. Eat another olive. Yeah, Alan is saying we want to see the champion you are. You're going to do this. But
yeah, thank you guys so much.
But
you
this
guys are great.
But this,
I love you so much.
You're not going to be able to do this. This has to be the Lord. Like, he has to do that. Like, the Lord is giving you, like, the Lord's telling you how to do this. And the Lord's saying, you need that olive. I'm not the Lord. I'm just giving you his message. You need that olive. That olive is very important. And you need to do that. So. Cool. You good?
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much for taking the time and
hey, I love you.
Helping me with all of this. I love you more.
Hey,
thank you so much.
You know, you've been here since the beginning too. You know, every time I saw, I'm like, arrow 5. You know. So.
Yeah. Well, since your SB2 days, actually.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
To be honest, I've been listening to you since your SB2 days. Yeah.
And
SB2 days.
And you stuck with me because a lot of people didn't. So thank you. So.
Yes, absolutely. I appreciate you. All right, love you, Sean, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated.
Yes, you better. And we just, you know, we're not going to go easy on you on this one. If you go back to the Mountain Dew, just know that.
Oh, I want you to beat me up. How about that?
Yep. All right, sister. Be strong, persevere, and overcome. Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bless you, sister. The Lord be with you. Bye. If you something I didn't mention, if you want to give on PayPal, we need all the support we can get. So any support we can get on PayPal would be great. Maybe one of the mods will put a PayPal link in, but in the video description there's a PayPal link. Or you can go to getspasmfree.com and get rid of all this junk that's going on with you. So, all right, you guys, we'll see you later. Alan Thomason, we'll talk to you later. Thank you, Emerald 5. What an awesome privilege it was to talk to you. Take it easy. Bye-bye.